What's going on? What's going on? Hey, yo, I was in the middle of doing a top 10 albums video. Then I heard MF Doom died. Rest in peace to him. I went to go get food, and I came back, and there's this Eminem article about why he dissed Snoop and apologized to Rihanna. So I figured, because I'm gonna try to move my channel towards doing like hip hop news and stuff next year too. So I figured I'll start doing with this one. So I'll still get the top 10 videos out, but I figured I'll stop and do this real fast. Let's go.
Keep it locked. Happy New Year. Eminem is in control.
I gotta say, this fucking MacBook speakers.
Hey man, Great Rizzy up here with Eminem right now on Shade 45. Music to be murdered by R.I.P. The deluxe edition is out there right now. This song that you have is creating a lot of talk. Zeus. The first part with you apologizing to Rihanna for a leaked verse that got out. I thought it said a lot about you as a man, and you've been on the record about the friendship that you have with Rihanna. But this made it onto the project.
Oh, that beat hard, yo.
Why the apology now?
Well, it was pretty recently that. Hold on.
I haven't been doing that on a newer, like, I guess, trilogy of music. He been apologizing on each. Well, I can't say trilogy because he started off apologizing to his mom on Marshmallow's LP 2, and then he apologized to Kim on Revival, and then he apologized to D12 on Kamikaze, and I guess Music to Murder by he's apologizing to Rihanna. So I mean, it's kind of fitting. He's older now, so of course it's what he's gonna be doing.
And honest to God, I told Paul this when it first happened. I was like, first I didn't know how somebody got it. Second of all, I have zero recollection of even.
Yeah, whoever leaked that shit leaked other tracks like the original Bang leak or version. That shit was fire. Leak more shit like that, but not the shit where he got the accents and all that shit. They don't sound as good.
Doing that verse, like the rhymes.
I mean, I'm not saying leaking shit. You know what I'm trying to say.
Even sound like familiar to me. So I was caught off guard too. I was like, "What the fuck?" I said that, and that was that was during early stages of the Relapse record that I was working on. So it was 10+ years old, but I'm not making excuses for it. I said it, and I was wrong for saying that. It was fucking stupid. A lot of times, especially with the Relapse record, when I first started learning how to rap again because of the drug situation that I went through and having to relearn a lot of things, that was.
Yo, imagine learning how to rap again, right? And it's throwing anything together. Well, I think that's what he's saying. Well, anyway, throwing anything together, and then it's that's just crazy, man. I couldn't imagine being the best, forgetting how to rap, and then having to do it all over again, and just throwing shit together, whatever rhymes. That's crazy.
Those things that it was well, if it rhymes, say it. I think that being able to look back, I mean, that's not even an excuse, but I'm just saying that there was a phase I was going through with that Relapse record.
He could have just left it untouched. So I mean, I guess at least he touched on it. Like I said, he had an excuse, but I mean, whatever.
It's one of those things. I think I just said it because it rhymed, and I'm sure looking back now, I should have thought better of it. It was one of those.
I think more people blew it out of proportion than needed to be honest.
But
whatever.
Record a lot of songs, so it was it's tough sometimes to even be like, oh shit, I remember that.
I know a lot of people they're very happy and proud that they got to hear that part from me.
I don't really care about that. Zeus.
There's also a reference where, not even a reference, where you're talking about or speaking to Snoop in the sense of you don't need to be dogged by him, and I didn't know exactly when or where. What did Snoop do that made you put this line in this song?
Well, a couple of months ago, he was doing an interview with the Breakfast Club. Somehow my name got brought up, and he was saying things about, I'm not in his top 10 and everything.
Why would he be? He's isn't in his era. Snoop didn't grow up listening to fucking, Eminem, so of course he wouldn't be in his top 10.
by the way, was fine, like up to a point. You know, when he I've never said like him saying that I'm not in his top 10 because there's some rappers from the 90s that I can't fuck with.
Pretty sure he said 80s, but whatever.
Saying Dre made the best version of me, absolutely. Like,
obviously,
why would I have a problem with that? Like,
Dre made the best version of Snoop too, so that's neither here or there.
He did without Dre? Fuck no, I wouldn't. The rappers he mentioned from the 90s, KRS-One, Big Daddy Kane, G-Rap, like I've never said I could fuck with them. I never said that. You know,
if anything, he's giving props. You know, he always bigging him up. He's really the only one that really does that now, for real. You know, he's always shouting them out, giving them their props.
And so it's all like everything was good until like it was more like I think it was more about the tone he was using.
I don't want to keep cutting it off, but so your top 10 shit didn't matter. People were saying, so what, he wasn't in his top 10. That wasn't it. That was at the end. Like, he's about to say it, but when he was like, all his albums, I can live without that shit. And that's the thing that Royce co-signed with or whatever. He cleared it up or whatever afterwards. I didn't hear that part, but yeah. But I don't know if you heard like the leaked shit we said about Stan.
It caught me off guard because I'm like, yo, where is this coming from? I just saw you. Like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? Like, it threw me for a loop. Again, I probably could have got past the whole tone and everything, but it was the last statement when you said, as far as music I can live without, I can live without that shit. Now you're being disrespectful for, like, it just caught me off guard. I wasn't ready for that. And people started hitting me up about it, like, oh, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? And I didn't know what to do about it at first because it confused me because I'm like, yo, bro, same team. We're on the same team. Like, what the fuck? And I have never, in my career, my entire career, ever said a disrespectful word about Snoop Dogg.
Yeah, about Snoop or Suge. A couple other people, obviously, too, but, you know.
And what the fuck? Like, his impact on hip-hop, like, I can't front on that. But it's like, at what point does it start becoming like, okay, now everyone's entitled to their opinion. My top 10, top 5 ain't gonna be the same as his. But everyone's entitled to their opinion, so how could I be mad at that? I wasn't mad about the opinion. It was after that. It was, that the very last statement was like, oh, what the fuck? Like, damn, dog. Like, really? But, I said what I said. I addressed it. I felt like what it was. I said what
it is what it is. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. It had nothing to do with him saying he wasn't in his top 10. It was just, like I said in the comments, there was a disrespect what Snoop was showing them for no reason, especially when they're in the same camp, But yeah, that's it. Once again, rest in peace to MF Doom. Gone too soon. When was he, 49? But still, it's crazy, man. 2020 needs to hurry up and fucking end. I mean, granted, 2021 is a slogan, so, take it easy, man.